Welcome back to First Sound at Inside the Pylon. My name is Mark Schofield, and today I'm going to take a look at Memphis quarterback Paxton Lynch, focusing on one play from his game this season against Mississippi. The focus of this installment is going to be primarily arm talent, but we're going to touch on some other concepts such as situational awareness, decision-making, and mechanics and footwork. To begin, let's take a look at the context of this play, both the situation, the point of the game, as well as the personnel and plays on the field. As you can see, Memphis has the football. They are on the 23-yard line of Mississippi. The football is on the right hash mark. There are 46 seconds left in the half, as you can see down here. They have all three timeouts left. They have a 3-point lead, and they face a 1st and 10 again at the 23-yard line. Looking at the offense, Lynch stands in the pistol formation, and Memphis has 12 offensive personnel on the field. There is a running back behind Lynch here, as well as 2 tight ends. There's a tight end here as an up back, and an inline tight end on the end of the offensive line to the right. Memphis also has a slot formation out here to the left, with the inside receiver on the hash marks and the outside receiver split between the top of the numbers and the hash marks. Looking at the defense, Mississippi has a 4-2-5 look to their defense on this play. Here's the nickel back. He is shaded to the inside, well inside of the slot receiver, and they also have 2 high safeties. They bring the cornerback up to the line of scrimmage here, and they have both linebackers in your standard linebacker alignment. The cornerback over the receiver on the outside is in press alignment as well. So looking at this before the play, Lynch sees that he has 2 high safeties to contend with. He also sees that the nickel back, again, is shaded inside of the slot receiver. So he expects, and it looks like Mississippi expects, Memphis to run the football on this play. Running this again through half speed, you'll see that they bring the slot receiver in motion. Here he is. He's going to come in motion towards the offensive backfield. Now watch what the defense does in response. Pay attention to this safety here as well as the nickel back. As the slot receiver comes into the backfield, the nickel back widens a bit, and now you see that strong safety kind of drop down towards the line of scrimmage a bit. You also see now, look at this cornerback. He's opened up his hips inside towards the middle of the field. These are all signs to Lynch that this is not going to be cover 2 anymore. It's probably going to be some kind of cover 1, cover 3 look. Okay, the ball has been snapped, and now look again at the defense. You have strong safety down here in a raw bear alignment. Nickelback is here, cornerback here, safety here. And now this safety again, he's reading the play. He's got his hips open towards the middle of the field. Lynch takes the snap and boom. There he is. He's reading the coverage as he executes this mesh handoff with the running back. And you can see where he's looking. He's looking right in this direction. He's trying to get a feel for what the coverage is. And what he can see now is Mississippi has rolled this to a cover 3 look. This cornerback has dropped. The safety now is going to be covering the deep middle. And this strong side cornerback over here, he's going to have that deep outside. They've dropped the strong safety into a buzz look. So this is cover 3 buzz that he's facing. The offense runs one receiver out on a pattern. This receiver is going to come deep and then break to the sideline. And now Lynch is trying to determine what to do with the football. This is his decision point. And what does he see? He sees off coverage, cover 3 look on the outside from this cornerback. He sees a defense that looks to be anticipating the run, including the free safety over here. So this is a great situation to take a shot, given the game situation, given the coverage, given what's available to him. At this point right here, Lynch knows he's got an opportunity to make a play in the passing game. So he pulls the football, extends his drop, and again, look at the defense now. Nickelback here. There's the safety who's dropped down. There's the free safety well away from this one receiver who's out here, who's on an island against that cornerback. This is a great opportunity for the offense. So Lynch takes a shot. He throws a perfect pass right to the sideline, much to the happiness of Mr. Yellow Hat there, for a big gain. Let's take a look at this, kind of run through it in full speed to get another flavor for it. As you can see, the motion in from the slot receiver. Defense adjusts and they anticipate the run, so Lynch executes his drop. Perfectly thrown ball. I want to talk a little bit about his mechanics and footwork. I've written a little bit on the concept of torque in the throw-in motion, and it's on perfect display here. Lynch has a very strong arm. Arm talent is a box that he checks off headed into the draft. And you can see how he uses his upper body mechanics to generate power on this throw. You can sort of think about, before I run this through, Karate Kid 2 for a second. And the climactic scene with the den-den, the Japanese pellet drum, sometimes called a den-den daiko, where Mr. Miyagi and the rest of the audience spins that drum in their hand, and those two little pellets spin from side to side, generating the percussion. And then Daniel LaRusso uses that technique in his upper body to defeat his opponent. Well, you can picture that here. Watch Lynch use his left arm to sort of pull his body through this throw-in motion. A lot of people think that arm strength is all about the throwing arm, but it's more than that. It's about using that front hand, that off hand, to pull yourself through the throw. As you can see, he hits his drop, arm comes out, and it pulls him through. Looking at this one more time from a footwork perspective. Keep in mind, when you're evaluating Lynch this draft season, he is a wing T quarterback. That's what he ran in high school. He's only a few years removed from that, so he's still somebody that's very raw at this position. So his footwork here is something that I'm very interested in seeing this draft season. And on this play, it's actually very solid. You'll see, again, the motion comes in, so he'll meet the running back at the mesh point as he reads the defense. And after the running back and quarterback mesh, he takes a big drop of that right foot, hitch, gather, and throw. The footwork isn't perfect, but it's very good. And what I really like about it is how he uses that first drop, that deep drop with his right foot. It's much kind of like extracting yourself from center. You really want to get some depth away from the center when you're working from under center, or when you're in a running back quarterback mesh like this, you need to extract yourself from that quickly. And he does that here. Again, the fake, plants and drives back, cross, gather, hitch, and throw. Lynch is an extremely talented quarterback. Again, he's very raw. Only a few years removed from running the wing T, but you can see why he has tools that have a lot of scouts and draft and player evaluators very excited about his potential to transition to the next level. Thank you for listening and watching to this installment of First Sound. My name is Mark Schofield, one of the writers at Inside the Pylon. If you've enjoyed this or any other of our First Sound installments, we'd invite you to check them all out on our YouTube channel. And please, as always, visit our site, InsideThePylon.com, for more breakdowns, articles, and our perspective on the game of football.